Betty here. So I decided to go with this really cute shirt and it only cost me $6. The first thing that you will need to do is get measuring tape and start to measure as well as mark where it is you will start to cut. Personally, I decided to go with 5 inches, but however wide you want to cut it is totally up to you. And here's little Princey. He wanted to help me out. Well, kind of. The next thing that you will have to do is wherever your 2 marks are on the collar, you will go from each mark going downwards to measure how low you would like the cut to be. I wanted to do mine a little bit lower, but you guys don't have to do this at all. It's whatever works best for you. As you guys will see, I personally decided not to cut off my collar because I'm going with that type of style. So I left the middle part on my collar. Once again, this is totally optional, and if you guys want to cut the collar off, you guys can. Once you're done cutting, you want to get the fabric and place it where you want it to be. Since I decided to keep my collar, I cut the fabric in order for the fabric to align with the collar. If you're going with this type of look, you can feel out where the collar is and mark it out to see what you will cut out. Now you guys will have something that looks like this. You will now have to glue the eyelet fabric onto your shirt, so what I used was the fabric fusion glue, and I do recommend this because it worked well for me. After letting the glue dry down for about 10 to 15 minutes, I used the crocodile to punch through the fabric where the eyelets are. Lastly, you will need to get your string and put it through the holes. If you guys do have a lot of string left, you guys can cut it, which is what I decided to do. And once it's cut, you guys can put a cute little bow in the front, or you guys can just place it underneath the shirt. And this is the final look. I really hope that you guys like it and you guys are able to recreate it.
Hey guys, it's Betzabeth. These are the jeans I picked out and they were only $10. Using my hand, I'm going to measure the excess fabric on both sides to decide how much I have to cut off. Once you find the excess fabric, make sure to mark the location as shown in the video. Using some scissors, now cut along the dots that you just marked. I decided to cut off a little more fabric to show some leg, but you guys can choose whatever you're more comfortable with. To make the look more edgy, I decided to fringe out the sides, and you can do this with a knife or a pair of scissors. The pocket will not be necessary because once you place the grommet on the front of the jean, it will be too thick to punch through. So you can cut the pocket right off. Now with the E6000 glue, you can attach the front pocket with the back pocket. With your fingers, gently press the glue in order for it to stick well. We use a 1/4 grommet size because anything smaller will fall out with the jean material, and we placed them along the edges where we wanted them to line up and marked it using a pen. This tool called the crocodile was used to punch through the dots that we just marked. After I hole punched one side, I used the same hole to mark the opposite side of the jean so both sides are aligned evenly. Alright guys, this part can be a little tricky. You will need the grommet tool that comes with two parts. First, you will place a grommet on the base and put it underneath on the front side of the jean. Next, place the washer onto the base and grab the second part of the tool and place it on top. Lastly, you will use a hammer to make the grommet flat and secure. Personally, I decided to use a thick white ribbon to lace it along the sides, but the size and color is completely up to you guys. In order to achieve this vintage look, the crisscross technique is the best way to go. And this is the final look, guys. I really hope you guys can recreate it.